B-52, the bomber that just won't die. Will the B-52 Stratofortress fly forever? It certainly seems realistic that the time-tested Vietnam-era bomber could serve for as long as 100 years, given the scope and reach of long-standing upgrades to the platform. The aircraft, once known for massive carpet bombing in high-value enemy target areas, is now a cyber-resilient, electronic warfare-armed, hypersonic missile-firing, digitally networked bomber equipped with a new generation of airdrop bombs and precision guidance cruise missiles. The transformation is so significant that the classic B-52 bomber may ultimately fly for a century. The multifaceted upgrade program is based upon the fundamental premise that the decades-old airframes themselves are sturdy, strong, and extremely viable moving into the future. Some reinforcement and maintenance are crucial for the structures, but Air Force weapons developers say they've withstood the test of time. Apart from the airframes, today's B-52 bomber is an altogether different aircraft than it was at its inception, given the massive and comprehensive scope of the upgrades. The B-52 is equipped with an entirely modern, cutting-edge, and forward-looking series of new technologies intended to catapult the plane into the modern threat environment. The upgrades have spanned decades and encompass such a wide sphere of systems and technologies, there are almost too many to cite. Years ago, the Air Force embarked upon sweeping upgrades to the aircraft's communication system, intended, among other things, to enable more real-time in-flight intelligence gathering. The system, called Combat Network Communications Technology, CONNECT, brings a digital backbone to the B-52 bomber's ability to bring crucial mission details such as new target information, terrain data, enemy activity, or intelligence. An Air Force press statement dated July 14, 2016, when CONNECT was first being installed, quotes Alan Williams, Deputy Program Element Monitor at Air Force Global Strike Command, as saying, CONNECT maintains a common operating picture between crew stations on the plane, so it's like installing a local area network line in your home. All the screens in the plane are wired to pick up the same channel. With CONNECT, pilot crews do not need to solely rely upon pre-programmed targeting and mission information, but can rather receive crucial real-time updates en route to targets and adjust to changing threat circumstances. Of course, the B-52 bomber is also being re-engined, a significant performance enhancement to the aircraft. The most substantial or impactful upgrade, however, may be the multi-year transition to a new internal weapons bay for the B-52 bomber, an adjustment that greatly expands the weapons carrying capacity of the platform. The new internal weapons bay upgrade effort, which is unfolded over a period of many years in increments, adds an ability to fire laser-guided Joint Direct Attack Munition, the Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile, JASSM, and the JASSM Extended Range Missile. The weapons expansion also includes an ability to fire the Miniature Air-Launched Decoy and its jammer variant. In a paradigm-changing fashion, the B-52 bomber is also preparing to fire hypersonic weapons too. This development will enable the bomber to conduct high-speed, high-altitude attacks at 5 times the speed of sound. As part of the preparation to arm the bombers with hypersonic weapons, the Air Force conducted a simulated shot of an AGM-183 air-launched rapid response weapon at a range of 600 nautical miles. The bomber that won't die. There have been plenty of films, many that star Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger, that tell of a retired and aging veteran called back to military service. Yet in reality, it probably doesn't happen all that much. However, it isn't that uncommon for older military hardware to return to service after being mothballed or sent out to the not-so-proverbial pasture. In the case of military aircraft, there's the Boneyard, located at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, where retired aircraft are in fact preserved for such occasions. This month, Minot Air Force Base, North Dakota, announced that a once-retired B-52 will soon be back in action and flying high again. The strategic bomber, nicknamed Wise Guy, has been brought back from retirement and resurrected for service at the base. Retired in 2008 and sent to the Boneyard, Wise Guy is only the second B-52H ever to be returned to duty after being sent to the Boneyard. The first, Ghost Rider, was returned to service and sent to Barksdale Air Force Base, Louisiana in 2015. Despite the facility's name, aircraft sent to the boneyard don't actually slowly return to the ground from which they came. Rather, the aircraft are monitored and maintained accordingly. When they're in storage like that, they have an entire group that does all the required inspections and servicing down there, so they're extremely well taken care of. That environment is extremely kind to the aircraft, the airframes. Chief Master Sergeant Ryan Thompson, 69th Aircraft Maintenance Unit Superintendent, said in a statement as reported by KFYR, the local Fox TV affiliate. How a B-52 comes back from the dead. It's not a quick process, however, to get the aircraft sent to the boneyard back in flying condition. It doesn't help matters that Wise Guy, which was produced in 1960, is far older than the crews that'll be flying the old warbird. It already had more than 17,000 flight hours, in addition to the decade it spent in the desert. Additionally, while in storage, it didn't receive the typical upgrades of other B-52s that were still in service. It was in rough shape, according to the Aviation Geek, which reported Wise Guy had cracks in the rear landing gear and was missing 2 of its engines. However, a team of experts was able to address the issues and return the aircraft to top condition, and throughout the efforts, there were teams of 13 to 20 maintainers working on it at various times. The Air Force reported that Wise Guy began its regeneration process in 2019 with the 309th Aerospace Maintenance and Regeneration Group at the Aircraft Maintenance and Regeneration Center, Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, before being flown to Barksdale Air Force Base for additional repairs. It then went to Tinker Air Force Base, Oklahoma last spring for additional depot maintenance. With its arrival at Minot, the aircraft will receive a few more final tweaks over the next few weeks, and then it'll be mission ready. It's a great day just seeing her back, added Thompson. She was a great aircraft when we were working on her down at the Aircraft Maintenance and Regeneration Center, and finally the realization of the whole process is a very proud moment for everyone that was a part of it.